Hello, people. Let me get where we're supposed to be here. I don't have this ready as usual. So let's get back. Okay. To our last. Okay, I think this is where we are. We'll try this and see. All right. I think this is where we ended up with, yes, this is it. Sorry. Been a long morning already, and it's already 10:25. I had hoped to be finished with this before. But anyway, so good Monday morning, and I hope you guys are doing well and getting ready for Thanksgiving and all that other good stuff. So we finished up the last time we took notes making Julius Caesar the first dictator of Rome. And since then, we have seen Caesar assassinated, we've buried him, and now we need to figure out what happened as a result of the assassination of Julius Caesar. And what that leads us to is the next try, the second try. After Julius' assassination, three men, Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus, formed the second triumvirate. Octavian and Antony divided Rome. Octavian took the west, Antony controlled the east. And again, conflict is going to result from this split. We already know that's going to happen, right? That each of the other one thinks that the other one got the better piece, and which one is going to be more successful, which one is more important. So we should already know conflict is going to occur as a result of this dividing up of Rome being run by two really strong rulers. So Antony, and that H should not be there, allied himself with Cleopatra to try to defeat Octavian. Octavian is now going to defeat Antony at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Civil wars, and then the Republic is going to end, and the age of Augustus begins in 31 BCE. Now, just a little side note to those of you that love the very first Night at the Museum and you remember what all the little people are called. The little cowboy guy always calls the other guy Octavian. This is where it comes from. That's Octavian. So now we have the age of Augustus. It's beginning in 31 BCE, and this begins a new time period in the history of Rome. And we're going to move to the age of Augustus. And again, when you have something named after yourself, you should understand that it is really significantly important. This is proclaimed the restoration of the Republic, but is only going to give some of the power to the Senate. Augustus becomes the first Roman emperor. That obviously is really important. Test question, kind of important, that the first emperor of Rome is Augustus. Now, Augustus is the same guy, Octavian. Senate gives Octavian the title of Augustus, which means revered one, and the title of an imperator, which means commander-in-chief. And again, those of you that really pay attention to the scenes in the movie The Night at the Museum between the cowboy and the Roman, you will know and remember hearing all these words: title of imperator, Augustus, Octavian. It's all the same one. It's one of the things that makes Rome a little bit difficult because we have all these name changes all the time. But Octavian is Augustus. It is the age of Augustus, and Augustus becomes the first Roman emperor. Augustus has a standing army of about 28 legions. Each legion has 5,000 men in it, which gives us a total, I always have to do the math, I'm on my calculator right now, 140,000 men. That's a giant size army. Only Roman citizens could be legionnaires, so only the citizens of Rome could be a legionnaire. Non-citizens could serve as auxiliary forces. He's going to establish a praetorian guard of 9,000 men to protect the emperor, kind of like maybe a modern-day Secret Service. He attempts to conquer Germany but fails, and that's really the only thing that he's going to do during his time period that he fails, but it is going to be a big one because Rome is going to be defeated and brought down by those Germanic states. And again, will be one of the few failures of his golden age. So next we're going to move into and continuing with this empire. The early empire is going to last from 14 AD to 180. Now look at that AD. We're on the other side of the number line as we move forward. After Augustus, the emperor was allowed to pick his successor from his family. And the next 4 emperors are from Augustus's family: Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, and Nero. Our next group of Roman emperors are called Pax Romana, Roman peace. It's the 2nd century. It's the 5 good emperors that ruled Rome. And they create a time of peace and prosperity called Pax Romana. And Pax means peace. It's going to last almost 100 years. And that is pretty remarkable for some nations, empires, countries to go 100 years without war. It is pretty remarkable. And as a result, we named this time Pax Romana, the peaceful time of Rome. Accomplishments during Pax Romana stopped arbitrary executions. So arbitrary executions were used as kind of a tool to keep the group of people from rebelling. So what this arbitrary execution would mean is that in times of difficulty, or if there was any rebellion, they would just randomly choose people to execute. It kind of kept everybody in line, because this arbitrary execution could have been anyone. Respected the ruling class, most importantly, maintained peace, supported domestic policies. They will take more power from the Senate. They begin programs to help the poor educate, which, look at how I spelled educate. Yeah, it looks like maybe I need to educate their children. Built many public works projects, bridges, harbors, roads, all kinds of things in this time period to help facilitate peace. And these emperors during this time period recognize that during times of peace, great prosperity can be shared amongst their people, and they continue to build things, do things, make things better for all the people during this Pax Romana. They continued to expand the empire, and by the 2nd century, the empire covered more than 3.5 million square miles with a population of 50 million. During this Pax Romana, there will be give all free people and living in the empire Roman citizenship. The economy and the trade will bloom. Farming remained the basis of Rome's prosperity, and we will get these latifundias dominated these farming time periods. Oops, okay, we're going to stop there. I didn't mean to go further than that. All right, so we're going to try an assignment that normally we do on paper. It's poster time, but this time we're going to try it. Since we're this virtual 2 days, I'm actually going to try giving it to you digitally. So you are to create a poster representing Pax Romana, and making sure that the people understand and follow through and elevate all of these different emperors. And you can choose any of the emperors that you like, but you're working on creating a poster, making sure that people understand how awesome this time period is. Now, how do you create the poster? You can do anything you want. You can create it in any medium, any way that you want. You can do a Google slide, anything at all that you want to create the poster in. So let me know if you have questions. I'm sure you will, because I haven't tried this assignment before. We'll see what it looks like. And I will be here to answer any questions you have. So let me know if you have questions, and have a great rest of your day.